They are here to give him a breathing treatment. And then I will do a little bit more video and finish up, and I will send it out to y'all guys in a little bit. I'll see y'all later. Good morning from 517. We are in a room that I didn't tell him. Yeah, it was late. It was 2 o'clock when they left this room. We got down here at 1:45. Don't you pull on that. They hooked him all up to the new stuff. And they gave him his night times. I didn't realize, and I brought all of, well, I have pills too, like my vitamin, my oh my god, estrogen pill. So I brought my stuff too, but I brought all of his stuff because I didn't know. And she said, no, they'll give him everything that I give him or that he's prescribed, but they'll give it to him from their stuff. So
they told you no.
Yeah. So anyway, it was a long day yesterday. I'm not lying. Oh my gosh, I was exhausted, and he was being hateful. He was saying things like, I'm gonna pull these tubes out. I don't like tubes. I don't like tubes in me. All the stuff that, and he was tired. They left here at 2. Just gave him his meds, and I don't know if any of this stuff is stronger or quicker acting than what we get in a pill, because when you get in a pill, it's got to dissolve and all that kind of stuff in your tummy, then work its way into your system. Some of his stuff was pills, and some of it was a liquid that they just put into his IV. So I don't know. He still talked and rambled on till about. You paused it? Okay. Till about 2:30 he rambled, and then he got quiet, and then I was in this chair thing that lays down like a bed, and there's also one over here, but I was in this one, and I rolled it. It rolls. I just scooted it all the way over to where like I could almost touch him. It's kind of in a way because there's a thing here and it can't lay all the way back. Well, it could if I wanted to be at this long angle. I didn't keep it all the way back. I just kind of left it at an incline. I want today, because I know that we're going to be here another night, like to go and get me a sheet. And Tina brought this blanket, but it's not a full-size body blanket. So if I pulled it up here, it came off my toes. And then I had these little socks on right here that I brought with me, but I don't like to sleep in socks. So at some point, the socks were grabbing the material and pulling, and I was like, so I pulled the little socks off and put them in this little nightstand drawer. And I slept in like, like yoga pants. Yeah, they were yoga pants and a black t-shirt. Here they come for his meds. There he goes, walking with the physical therapist, just so he don't sit too much. He has to get up and go to the bathroom by himself. He's got his farmer's hat on, but I've had to pick him up and walk. He's going off the farm.
Oh no, filming.
We're going to turn the other way. Perfect. All right, have a seat.
I went to Walmart earlier because we needed a few things. I found the perfect He needed a couple extra shirts. Look at these shirts. Oop. I said these are exactly Levi shirts. Let me get it open. This is, I do a thing called Whatever I Want since day one. And then this one reminded me of all the most recent times he hasn't wanted to go to Cooking with Dan and Lou. Sorry I'm late. I didn't want to come. Oh my gosh. Yep. Oh, I didn't get any hangers while I was at town. While I was at Walmart. Steph stayed with him while I ran to Walmart. I wanted a cute sheet and blanket. I'm going to be here for several days. I wanted it to be cute. So it's got me a little twin set with a nice blanket that's full size. Like, not full size, twin size. But, you know, full size for a person, not a throw. Anyway, here we sit. Steph says she don't know what. She was here when the dietitian came in and was asking about lunch and dinner. So she says she don't know. She picked out what she thought he would eat, and he kept saying everything was disgusting. She said he kept telling the lady, that sounds disgusting. I don't know what to do about him. I did get him some snacks, but I got a bag of Funyuns for us to share, because he loves Funyuns too. But I got jerky and Slim Jims. It'll be healthy snacks. Anyway, here we sit. Here we sit. Hopefully tonight, though, it's not even noon yet. Dad and Mom, Dad went down and got my dogs for me. And Mom called. She was like, I feel so bad. I can't help you. I've just got babies coming out my ears. And I was like, Mom, it's fine. But Steph came and she brought him 2 donuts. He didn't eat them. She said, he says he took 3 bites, but she said he only took 1 bite off that donut. Anyway, she stayed when I ran to Walmart. And he told me to bring him back a farmer hat. I did. And I brought him back 2 notebooks. He's writing on my notebook, and my notebook was like a small, what are they called, steno pads? I wanted to have things so I could write things down as we were here. But he ended up using it as a tablet, so that's fine. I've written a few things down. Anyway, he's sitting the way he's sitting now. He told the physical therapist when they got back to the room that he just wanted to sit like that. So he is, so that's good. I had sat him up this morning. I told him he was mad because I said he couldn't lay down any longer. I'm fine with him sleeping at night comfortably. I wouldn't even mind him sleeping with a little bit of a tilt. But they brought him in here and left him flat. Sometimes I wonder, do they check why he's here? If he has pneumonia, he shouldn't be laying flat. But I think tonight I'll leave its bed as a little bit of an incline. Anyway, so all of his stuff is good. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's way better than what it was. Blood pressure was the most recent. Well, I don't know what, because I think a couple people came in when Steph was here, and I don't remember what she said, except for that his fever was 99 point something. But his blood pressure this morning was 132/82. a little high, but not, because yesterday, oh my gosh, that little nurse was, I could see her scared, made me scared, trying to bring down his, when we got back there, it was right before they brought us to a room, after he did this horrible coughing thing.
You're talking about TV tonight?
What?
You're talking about TV tonight?
On this TV?
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out how to put Prime, cast it to that TV, and I haven't figured it out yet, but I'll play with it right now, see if we can. Anyway, what was I going to say? Oh, his blood pressure was crazy, his heart rate was crazy, high, and she was moving in fast mode, trying to get all of his meds together, into another room to talk to the doctor, come back in with meds, go into the other room, talk to the doctor. I guess, I don't know, maybe they're calling them. But there was no doctor in the other room, because I could see the room when she'd walk in there. It was more like, I think it's one of those closets where they keep the medicine. Anyway, at one point last night, it was 150 something over 101. It would come down to low 50s or high 40s, 147 something, but it would still be 95 or 92, and it was making me nervous. And when they moved him to this room last night, I said, well, is it okay to move him? Because I thought we were waiting for his blood pressure to come down. And she said, what we needed was his heart rate to regulate. And she goes, that's happened. And we don't want his blood pressure to go low, because we don't want it this high for a long time. But she said we'd rather it be high than low when he's having a problem with pneumonia. I mean, I don't understand everything, but that is what she said. They'd rather it be high than low, since he has pneumonia. Anyway, the doctor that's on call right now, Steph was still here when she came in, and she said that usually within 3 to 4 days, these antibiotics kick this to the point where you can go home and be on, meds at home. You don't need the IVs anymore. I'm honestly, I don't consider yesterday a day. We were just admitted at 2 o'clock this morning. I mean, we were admitted early in the kind of afternoon, whatever time I posted that video, the first one saying we've been admitted. They had taken blood work, they'd done all these things early in the day, but we didn't get to a room with real meds like this until 1:45 this morning. So this is just, to me, this is day 1. So Thursday would be 2, Friday would be 3. I would like them to keep him till Friday, maybe even Saturday. I mean, I know if they send him home, then they feel like he's better and he can be at home. But it makes me feel better knowing that he's here, and if something happens, that he's, there in the hallway. When he don't have fever, he's pretty normal. Besides every now and then a cough, a rough cough. When he gets fever, he gets very lethargic and acts like he's miserable, and he's going to pull tubes out, and he's going to hit people. He don't really hit people either. He says that kind of stuff, but he just never done it. I can tell y'all something funny. The nurse that I said was going crazy trying to get all the meds together because she was trying so hard. We're like in this little cubicle with just a curtain. Down in kind of right outside of the little ER rooms where they put us for a long time. And we were in number 14. I think there was 20-something rooms back there. Because when I went to the bathroom to pee, I had to pass the 2 desks. Maybe there was more desks down at the other end, but I seen something through 14 that like the files, the folders to the rooms. And then on another desk, as I turned a corner, there was from, I think it was 12, 13, 14, 15. And on the other, there was
The little man
16, 17. No, because they were 20s. Maybe it was 14, it was 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So each one of those little tables, like those little booths, were working 4 rooms. So 1 nurse per room, I guess. I mean, per 4. I just know in the little area where we were, the little cubby where our room, my room, and another room, Levi's room, not my room, our room, another room, and then on this side was a room, and this side was a room. And that one nurse was at all 4 of these rooms constantly. But when we were still kind of up and waiting, but in this, right before we went, that little nurse, she was so pretty. She's a black girl. Black lady, so pretty. And when she was giving him his meds, and they'd already put the port in so they could just give him things, there was only one thing: he had to have a shot, like a real shot in his arm. But while she was putting things in around her face, rubber. And then when we got to the room where they took us, and she brought us to that room, we were in a wheelchair, and she rolled him back in a wheelchair, then helped him get up in the bed. Then she went back because that was her job out there. At some point he said, "Where's that lady? You're tired now? Did you just say you're tired? Are you drawing?
I don't.
Take a breath." He said, where's that black lady?" And I said, she's at her part, in her doing her job. And he goes, "I need her back here with me. I need her." I said, "Well, you're just gonna have to wait, because she does a job somewhere else. And all she does was bring you back here." Fix the sneeze. But she came back to check on him. And she just happened to come in as I was trying to get him situated. He'd gotten up to pee, and I was putting him back in the bed. And she was, "Here, let me help you." And he said, "I've been waiting for you." She goes, "You've been waiting for me?" He goes, "I've been waiting for you." And I said, "I think there's a little crush going on here." And she says, "That makes 2 of us, Mom." Like she's crushing on him too. That was sweet, very sweet. But oh my gosh, the more nervous she looked and acted, the more nervous I got, the harder I prayed. Because that's like, if she's nervous, then cool. But so far, everything has been, I mean, he has his moments, but everything's been okay. I do want to thank all you guys for praying so hard for him. I have to watch him sometimes. He does something weird. All you prayer warriors, and I know that we have them, and I'm so grateful that y'all been praying. I do wish that the x-rays from the hospital had come back sooner. When I took him last Friday, I don't know, or even if they had said right then. And I don't know, because last night when the x-ray tech came out and did his x-ray, I went down with them. She let me, with the other place, I stood with a vest on, or kind of off to the side. But the girl last night let me come She goes, come back here with me, Mom, when she took the picture. And I could see a lung, and then there was no lung. It didn't look like a lung. It was there. And I said, oh my gosh. And she goes, yeah, Mama, we're going to fix it. So I don't know why the people on that Friday that took them pictures couldn't say, I suggest you get him to the hospital. Maybe they're not allowed. I don't know. But I know they didn't get the x-rays. I'm just going to say, according to the nurse at my doctor's office, they didn't get the x-rays until Monday evening. And Dr. Crete was looking at them Tuesday morning. And that's when she said, can you be here at 9:30? And then there we went from there to here. So I just feel like if somebody had looked at on Friday, they told me when I left there they would be ready in 2.5 hours. I know that I was fixing to find my phone, and I'm on my phone. I know that I set up this whole little account so I could, it's called My Chart or something like that. And she said everything would be there. And so far, everything has been there. But those x-rays were not there Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. And I don't remember Monday. But I know that they're there now. You can see what they look like on that day. So, it's just kind of disappointing with that, because he could have been getting meds 4 days ago, 5 days ago, 4 days ago. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna go. I love you guys. God bless y'all. This update is Wednesday. I'll go ahead and stick it on out there for you guys. I'll see you later. Love y'all. Thank you for praying.
Katie, I'm trying to do a video.